What's up, everyone? Another reaction video, and this video is by the way of the YouTuber called Jamari, and the video is titled Mr. Beast continues to embarrass himself, in parentheses, with Logan Paul. And this video, I guess, is in relation to the newly formed venture between Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, and KSI, the Lunchables thing that they just came out with, and I guess he's going to talk about it. I'm pretty aware to a degree of what's going on with all the backlash and everything, but let's hear it from the boy Jamari. Let's get into the video.
So recently, two people who have had a lot of drama surrounding both their name and their brands have been Logan Paul and YouTube golden boy MrBeast. For MrBeast, we had the nightmare situation with his best friend Chris, and of course all the...
Wasn't that wild, the Chris thing? I'm not going to call the person Ava, but Chris, yeah, that was pretty crazy, wasn't it? Yeah. I wonder, has that been resolved, or is that still like a ongoing thing? I don't know.
The other allegations about him coming to light regarding faking videos, treating employees in potentially illegal ways, and overall his brand and reputation has taken a major hit. For Logan, he obviously opened the CoffeeZilla can of worms once again. There was yet another shady project that he was heavily involved in now being exposed, and his beverage brand Prime has been losing relevance for the last calendar year.
Y'all like Prime? I think I only liked it because of the hype around it. Let's continue.
As the hype bubble on the product has seemed to have burst, and on top of that they are now facing a class action lawsuit, and to make matters even worse, they were then sued by the Olympic Committee, as well as a company called Refresco, who had allegedly signed a multi-year bottling deal with Prime when their sales were soaring high, that Prime allegedly tried to back out of at the last minute, likely due to underwhelming performance. Basically, when Prime signed the deal, there was no sign that the sales of the product would drop so much, so Prime then agreed to quotas that they would not be able to fulfill, leading them to potentially lose a lot of money on the deal. So Prime then goes to this company, allegedly, and now Refresco wants $60 million. And so I'm sure you're wondering at this point, well okay, what do MrBeast and Logan Paul have to do with each other? Well, for years they have seemed to have had a good rapport. Logan has actually been one of the main focuses of several of MrBeast's competitions and videos, and MrBeast has been on Logan's podcast and featured in his content from time to time as well. Well, now MrBeast and Logan Paul are coming together to create their latest garbage product that they will peddle on their young, impressionable audience. So it all really started when Logan Paul tweeted out this a couple of days ago where he says, "Be there, Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern." Sharing this photo of him and his business partner KSI where he says that they're on to the next chapter. The next day, he would go on Instagram Live with MrBeast to announce their latest product.
Perhaps you are familiar with this product.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah. So,
Y'all ever had Lunchables growing up? I don't remember ever having that, but I don't know. I hear it's not the healthiest, but neither is what they are presenting as an alternative, and that's where the controversy kind of arises from. I don't know. Do y'all think that it doesn't matter as long as they're being forthcoming with the fact that it is not a healthy option, it's just a less unhealthy option? Do you think they deserve the backlash they're getting, or do you think that we should relax and let them produce what they got to produce? It's a capitalistic society. It's a free market. Right? I don't know.
if you look closely, this product has a candy, an entree, and a drink.
Wait.
I think I'm starting to see where they're going here.
A drink?
A drink.
Some chocolate?
Yep, some chocolate.
And an entree.
And an entree.
Wait. Some
I don't even want to say
chocolate,
Chocolate,
a drink,
a drink,
and an entree.
and an entree.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you guys for laying that out for us 3 separate times. These guys clearly know the age of their target consumer here.
Perhaps you guys are piecing this together, but this is Lunchables, and this is something, you know,
we grew up eating. It's a thing.
it's a thing, but it's been around forever. And
Yeah, we don't have to.
no, we don't got it.
Rizzler, what's your thoughts on
Show
it?
us what you think of this.
So as you guys can see there, they even recruited the Rizzler to give his opinion on Lunchables.
Who the heck is the Rizzler? Is this who got Riz in 2024? This the Rizzler? What does he do? Man, I don't know if I'm out of touch, but I don't know who this young boy is. The Rizzler. Come on, man.
I mean, in general, Lunchables are known for just being absolute ass when it comes to nutrition. Their packaging apparently has a whole lot of lead in it, and it was actually a product that was built out of failure. Back in the 90s, they had all this mystery meat that they really did not know what to do with because no adult wanted to buy it anymore, and so they thought, what are we gonna do with all this? We're gonna have to close down these different manufacturing plants. And that wasn't until someone had the genius idea of marketing it towards kids, giving them a little...
Okay, I didn't watch. I'm not here for a history lesson. I'm gonna fast forward.
Perhaps you piece this together because we realized in JJ, we have a drink.
Here, you want to hold it so it's easier to visualize?
Here it is.
Man, the quality on this live is terrible. Oh my goodness.
New hydration beverage.
I sell chocolate.
We thought we came together to create a Lunchables competitor featuring the fastest growing hydration beverage ever and the fastest growing candy ever. And so we did that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce you to Lunchly.
Oh my gosh.
The fact that the stream is like breaking down like it has around 10 pixels right now is just actually so prophetic that it hurts, because to me this whole idea was just entirely half-assed.
I'm not gonna lie, Jamari does kind of sound a little bit bitter. I've watched a couple of his videos before pertaining to like Logan Paul and him. He's not really the biggest fan of Logan Paul, so he's not really gonna have the most favorable review of this whole rollout of Lunchly or the product or the people involved in this product. So I gotta call a little bit of bias in there, but it doesn't mean what he's saying doesn't have some truth to it. It doesn't mean that. So I just gotta be fair.
Like, this is literally just like them copying Lunchables' homework and trying to change a couple of things on their paper. And here these guys are acting like they discovered fire for making this blatant ripoff of another product. And so yeah, it's essentially a Feastables Prime collab. You got the Pizza Edition, which is a blatant ripoff of the Lunchables concept.
Dang.
You got the Turkey Stack'em, which is just like the classic Lunchable.
Dang.
And then you got the Fiesta Nacho. I'm sure Lunchable does this shit too, okay? There's all different types of Lunchables.
I would say the packaging for Lunchly is really, really attracting. It can attract you to go buy it. Lunchables just looks like yellow, bland, gray, boring, while Lunchly kind of emanates like colors and like a thumbnail. The more colorful your thumbnail, the more clickable it is, and the more monotone your thumbnail is, the less clickable it is. But they ain't stopped me before. I don't be doing colors on my thumbnails, but I will give them credit on the packaging of their product. It is very appealing to the eyes. Let's continue.
At this point. This guy, Miles, claims that every middle school lunch is about to look like this, and if that's the truth, I just feel really sorry for these kids. This guy, Jack Appleby, if that's even a real person, says every kid is gonna want these for school lunch. They're gonna make millions. Even this Logan Paul fan page came out to say, hey, for the record, you can eat Lunchly for dinner too. Like, I'm sorry, but if you were an adult, or even a kid, grabbing one of these for dinner, either you need a better parent, or you as an adult need to develop some better decision-making skills. Here was KSI.
Well, you can't say if you're a kid and you eat Lunchly for dinner, this and this. Kids eat candy for dinner. Come on. Like, this is not out of the realm of possibility of what a kid would want to have for dinner. Now, if you're a parent, you shouldn't acquiesce to that request. You should say, no, go eat your greens, go eat your vegetables, go eat your chicken, and a balanced diet. I have candy sometime for dinner.
KSI announcing the product on Twitter, and as you guys can see in the comments, the fans are not happy. They say, this is unhealthy for you guys, don't consume. A collab with MrBeast, not a good look. We will not be buying.
I would say, isn't it kind of weird that MrBeast and Logan Paul are joining forces to release a product after the controversy they've been in the past couple of months? I wouldn't think that would be like an idealistic opportunity to take advantage of and produce something or release a product or something. But I don't know, I just found it interesting. But like, what do you guys think? Do you guys care about the controversies that these influencers have? And does that kind of, guide your decisions to supporting whatever they do or whatever they make, and essentially putting money in their pockets? Does it really matter, or if a product is good, a product is good? Not saying this is a good product. I'm just saying in general.
This isn't lunch. None of this is lunch. You're poisoning these kids. You could literally market anything healthy or beneficial successfully. Do better. So here I am on their website, guys, just to see what it's all about. Lunchly, have fun for lunch. There you have their 3 existing products, brought to you by creators that leave no crumbs. Delivering the dream, beyond basic lunch kits designed by today's internet icons. I mean, aren't these things literally the definition of basic? Like, this shit literally looks like an off-brand Lunchable that you would see at—
Yeah, he's hating a little bit. Like, come on, Jamari. It's not even covert. It's so overt that you don't like these people. I understand if you're criticizing the product, in which you are, but there's a little bit of, spice behind this criticism. I don't know. If you watch his other videos about Logan Paul, you would understand what I mean. And not that he doesn't have any credence to why he's criticizing or why he's so critical of Logan Paul, because, man, that guy just Logan Paul finds himself in multiple lawsuits. He asked for the crypto zoo, and now Prime has a lawsuit, and this and that. I don't know. This is kind of devious behavior, if I might say so myself.
And obviously, MrBeast's audience is primarily kids, so he's going to be making products like toys, candy, and now Lunchly, okay? It's all geared towards kids, which to me is kind of crazy, given everything that's happened and transpired over the last couple of months, with some of the decision-making that he was making in regards to who he was hiring, who he was putting in charge of important financial and other matters in the company. I mean, overall, it just makes this rollout look a little bit crazy to me, but if one thing is also clear, it's that MrBeast is likely not going to let anything stop him from pursuing his original plan before all this drama unfolded, and he's just going to keep rolling with the punches. At this point, I think he's moved on. I really don't expect him to even make a statement about any of the dog pack videos, or like go on video or go on a podcast and actually talk about the Chris situation either. All we're going to get is like this PR apology statement from his Twitter page, and even like from a YouTube standpoint, he's just kept it moving. He's kept uploading.
That Chris situation was really nuts, wasn't it? It's very paramount and very important. If you have kids, if you're watching this and you have kids, or you're planning on having kids, we need to do a better job and really police the interactions that these young folks are seeing or are coming in contact with on the net. They hail these influencers as idols. Like, they have a cult like following, and whatever they say, the audience kind of buys. And it comes to a point where it could be dangerous, where you're then taking advantage of younger people that don't have the mental capacity to realize that what you're doing is inappropriate. So if you have siblings that look at these guys as like higher than life itself, I need you guys to really sit with them and have a conversation. If you have younger siblings, if you have kids, if you have cousins, whatever, sit them down and tell them that they are human, just like them. They bleed just like you, and they're not better in any way than you. They're just famous. That's it. So this Chris situation was really, really crazy. And I don't know, it just feels like a lot of, PDF people are very rampant on YouTube. It's kind of crazy, right?
Putting videos as he normally would. Okay guys, so it is officially the next day, and I do have a couple of updates because this tweet right here from Dan TDM, it really pissed off the boys involved with this operation. So he says, "What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better."
Now, let me say this. First of all, Is it bad that I don't know who Dan TDM is? Apparently he's like a YouTube OG, but outside of that, while on the surface level, this tweet is very, very encouraging and he ain't saying nothing wrong. I don't know if I fully agree with it in the sense of, are you holding other companies accountable for selling probably even worse products to kids that could be more detrimental to their health? Are you holding other companies accountable, or are you just holding the YouTubers accountable because they're YouTubers? It's like, I don't know if it's like a double standard that you're expecting more from YouTubers than higher corporations, but I also understand, and this is where I said I don't completely disagree with it as well, that influencers probably have the most pull on younger kids, on younger audience than like these bigger corporations. So I understand. If you have a bigger pull, you can use your platform, you can use your voice to promote something healthier. And I 1000% agree with that. I just don't know if he's had this same energy to bigger corporations. That is my only critique. That's my only criticism of this tweet. That's it. What he's saying is perfectly fine.
And obviously, I absolutely agree with his sentiment here. They're framing this like, oh, we're the healthier alternative, when really it's still the same processed.
I don't know if they're saying that they're a healthier alternative. I think they're saying that they're less unhealthy alternative. Both of them are unhealthy. They're just less unhealthy than Lunchables. I don't think they are marketing it like this is a healthy product. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Let's see.
Crap. And so KSI responds first. I guess he thought this would be like a slam dunk, where he shares some of this guy Dan TDM's products, and it appears that they're all just pretty much toys or little figurines. I don't really get how this is relevant towards any sort of argument he could be making, because these toys aren't gonna ruin the health of the kids that he was likely promoting them to. And if he's just trying to shit on the product itself, saying it's like low grade, well, that's quite ironic because he sold the very same things. And so obviously people start to make the argument towards him that he's really just talking about the food and it being processed shit. And so he says, but, he was talking about food, JJ. He was sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? Okay. Well, yeah, he might have promoted this subscription service 9 years ago, keep in mind. But that in no way equates to him heading this company and relentlessly promoting a product that he owns, that he...
Okay. First of all, KSI, this was a terrible tweet, a terrible comeback. Because this was 9 years ago. Now, Jamari, my boy, come on. This is why I said he has a little bit of bias. You have to at least acknowledge the hypocrisy. I know it was 9 years ago. And maybe he's made a video, Dan TDM has made a video saying like he shouldn't have promoted that. But again, it was 9 years ago. I don't know how old he was. I don't even know who he is right now. He might have been a teenager, like... We don't know better, but MrBeast, Logan Paul, and KSI are like 30 or pushing 30, so they should know better. So I don't think this was a good comeback from KSI.
He's going to make the majority of the profit from, that is obviously not going to be good for anyone. Now here's where Logan comes around to respond to the same tweet where he says, I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spent our life creating content and building our brands. Now we want to build businesses. You don't say anything when Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead, but when we create a better version you're upset, then
That's what I said. Do you hold the other companies accountable, the other bigger corporations accountable? That's my only criticism from this. I really want to know. If you guys know if he's ever done that, please put in the comments. Let me know.
Don't eat it. Honestly, I just find this to be another really lazy cop-out. Like, dude, no YouTuber is going to be mad at a fellow YouTuber for getting out there and expanding their business. But when you're doing it in this way that just looks so damn lazy, and obviously you're like peddling these products on kids, I think that some criticism there is absolutely fair. Not even to mention that I'm pretty sure they allegedly found some lead within some prime. Okay, I think they've been sued a couple of times for it, but guess you don't want to say nothing about that. And even the virtuous MrBeast had to come through with his reply to this very same tweet, okay? It rubbed them really the wrong way. And he says Lunchables sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative to it. Our turkey meal, for example, is 80 less calories. Wow, mind-blowing. That's such a big difference. 60% less sugar, more electrolytes. We use real cheese. They use cheese product. They can't call it cheese. Higher quality meat, etc. Obviously, eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier, but if someone is going to eat a pre-made meal like this, which millions of people do through Lunchables, then I think giving them a higher quality version at roughly the same price is a net good in my opinion, and why we launched Lunchly. Oh yeah, you know, you just did it out of the good of your heart. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the millions of potential dollars you could make. I mean, I won't lie, there's the one thing that I don't really like about MrBeast and his whole brand. I know that he has done a lot of good for this world, but that doesn't mean that every single move he makes, especially like his more businessy moves, his more profit-driven moves, have to also be painted in like this positive light, like, oh, I'm doing something good, guys. Because you're really not, dude. You're kind of just like stacking on to an already existing problem. They would also release this short video doing a direct comparison.
Alright, I am done. Well, that was the video by the boy Jamari. What do you guys think of the video? What do you guys think about the product Lunchly and the whole marketing and the whole marketing it to kids? Do you guys think that it doesn't matter? It's a product. We live in a free market. They can pretty much produce what they want, and the market will eventually be the ones to decide if the product is in demand or not. Do you guys think that they are just taking advantage of their audience, their kid audience, to earn a quick buck? Let me know what you think. I will read the comments. Please, guys, comment on the video. I really want to know if you guys enjoy these reaction videos, so I can continue making them, or if I need to like space them out even more. But anyways, with all that being said, I will catch you in the next video. I should be dropping another regular style video that we love so much in this channel on Sunday like usual. And again, please like and comment, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Wait, also, let's not forget to keep the main thing, which is Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Remember, we all have salvation. It's just upon you if you want to redeem it. I'll see you guys in the next video. For real. Peace.